fellow American citizens, fellow San Diegoans, fellow Californians, and so on and so forth. My name is Leslie Williams. What I'm about ready to do is show you a method and tactic of organized gang stalking. And what these dumb skanked out freaks think they're doing, let me tell you something right now. I have deliberated and scrutinized this matter for so long that I know exactly what I'm talking about. In my possession at this time, I literally have over 400 audio files of gang stalking being set around me along all my routes. Now, the only trouble with how it's a little bit harder for it to be clearly heard on bus routes, on this tape recorder, is bus routes, because of the background noise of the bus engines. But I want you to understand something. I have been a victim of this crime now, openly, overtly, and directly for 10 full years. It was going on years before it started the open harassment. But as a direct result of me experiencing this crime now along all of my routes every single day for 10 full years, understand this and be clear, I am an extremely educated and seasoned target. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So whenever I make a statement in my video files concerning what I'm putting up with, understand this, whether the transfer of the audio is totally legible or not. The only thing I ask is that if you, well, I guess I won't really lose something if you don't trust me, in reference to you not saying that I can totally 100% clearly hear it. Because sometimes, to be honest with you, it's not clearly distinguishable. But what you have to understand here is that I was on the bus as I heard it. It's just the digital tape recorder that's not totally 100% clearly picking it up, because these individuals that they use for each and every given day, on any day, are told how far to sit away from me. Literally. And what they don't is they literally engage in the same exact type of methods and tactics, some tactics, intermittently. And what I'm about to do is prove it to you. In this audio file 13 right here, at the very beginning of the audio file, a male individual says San Diego, and then he says gang stalk, and then another one says gang stalk right after it. That's in the audio file number 13. Then when I scrolled over to audio file number 15, and then listened to it up until, let's see, where's my notation at? 41 seconds and 44 seconds that I wrote down right here. Okay, between 41 seconds and 44 seconds into audio file number 15, two women are doing the same exact thing. And I'm here to prove it to you, but the only thing I ask you to do is listen closely. Because, hang on. Because what we have to understand here is that this digital tape recorder is also picking up the background sound, okay? And then when I go to play the audio file, right now, for the last hour, I've been trying to use different hearing devices, 4 altogether. This speaker cube, this set of headphones, and then the speaker from the digital tape recorder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it to you by the cube, okay? And then I'm gonna show it to you by these headphones, okay? And what I want you to listen to, this is what I want you to, you got to stay with me and you got to stay patient, but I guarantee you, if you do, you will hear the same exact unusual type of thing happening, the way they do it, okay, by two separate, the first group is 2 males doing it, back to back, working in harmony in a tag team fashion. 2 audio files over is 2 females doing the same thing. Now, when I get to audio file 15, I got to start playing it and then fast forwarding it up until I get to 41 seconds in the file. Because they do it, the 2 females do it between 41 seconds and 44 seconds. I want you to pay close attention to what you hear. This first audio file of the 2 males doing it is right at the very beginning of the file. Because what I did was, I was recording file number 12, heard gang stalking flat out. I mean, it was being said on the bus. So what I decided to do was stop that audio file and start a new one, which was basically the continuation of 13. The beginning of 13 is a continuation of the end of 12, okay? And they were already saying it at the end of 12, so I decided to stop and start a new one. at the beginning of 13 shows them saying it, continuing to say it. Two males saying, the first one says San Diego, and then he says gang stalk, and then the other one says gang stalk, right as the first one is stopping from saying gang stalk. They're saying it back to back is what I'm trying to say. Then after that's recorded and transferred, I'm going to play it, you're going to hear it, and then I'm going to stop the recording, go to that's file 13, okay? And then once that's transferred to this video camera, I'm going to flip it to file 15, and then fast forward it to 41 seconds into the file, and you'll hear two females doing the same exact thing on the same route. Just listen closely. You'll hear them say gang stalk, back to back, okay? I'm going to start the audio file now, number 13, and then once it's transferred over in reference to the two males doing it, I'm going to stop the tape recorder, flip it over to 2 files over, which will be from 13 to 15, and then fast forward it to number 41 seconds into the file where the two females say it between 41 seconds and 44 seconds. Just listen closely. And what I am describing to you is what is known as organized gang stalking sensitization methods of direct conversation tactics, where they get around targets and repeat certain words around a target that a target has been sensitized to. This tactic is directly connected to organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions. And what they're doing is getting around me and literally having the audacity to repeat the name of the crime that's happening to me. Gang stalking or gang stalk. So I'm going to transfer the audio files over now. Just listen closely, attentively, and you'll hear it. He says it right after he says San Diego. Listen. This is file 13. It's right at the very beginning of the file, so listen closely. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I forgot to turn on the audio file, but I forgot to turn on the cue box. I forgot to turn this on. It's in the back. There we go. Okay. Now listen closely. Okay. File number 13. And I'm turning it on right now. And you're going to be able to see him turning it on because the green light's going to appear on this when I turn it on. He says San Diego, and then he says gang stalking, and the one behind, and then the one that is behind him says it too, right after he says it. What the hell? Oh, hang on. It wasn't plugged into the digital tape recorder. Sorry about that. Alright, listen. I apologize for that. Alright, now listen. Okay, I'm going to start it right now. It says San Diego, and then it'll say gang stalk, gang stalk. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do it one more time. I know you heard it. Listen to him. Okay, now that was the two males that did it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer now over to the two files that are right after it, 14 and 15. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press play, and then I'm going to fast forward until it gets to 41 seconds into the file, and two females are doing the same thing. Alright, now I'm going to press play, and I'm going to try and show you where it's 41 minutes into the file. Okay, I'm pressing play now. And I'm fast forwarding to 41 seconds into the file. Alright, now that's 43. Now listen. Alright, now. Alright, listen. That's me humming. Alright, 41 seconds right now. You hear that? Alright, I'm going to rewind it and do it again. Alright, now I stopped it right when it got to 41 seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back on for you to hear it. Okay? Two females doing the same exact thing. Listen to this. Okay, I'm going to rewind it and do it again for you. Right here. See what I'm saying? And I predicted they'd do it before I even got to the bus stops to get on the bus that they did it on. Yes. I want fellow American citizens and fellow San Diegans to know I didn't develop their methods. They want me to feel like a victim of them. See, what they're doing is, like I've already said, they sensitize targets to specific words, phrases, physical gestures, and even sounds. Okay, they're called gaslighting methods. Okay, using sensitization tactics, where they will sensitize a target, excuse me please, to a word, a phrase, a specific sound, like a specific way of clearing your throat or coughing, yes, believe it or not, or physical gestures, like putting your hands to your face, your mouth, your nose, adjusting your eyeglasses in certain ways, taking your hat off and stroking the top of your hair back and then putting your hair back on and then tapping your hat. And this is done to make a target feel stalked. And what it only is it's basically nothing but union members, okay, family members and friends of people who are directly connected to these crimes, and family members and friends of police officers that are involved in these crimes, and other syndicated members like probation officers, people that are on probation and parole, who are told to do these things, and then what happens to them as far as their sentencing or their probation periods will be, they'll bargain with them, okay? Now, if you don't believe this crime is happening to me, go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Direct Conversation Methods Along Her Routes." You will literally be able to understand and witness before your ears it flat out directly being said. You know how you hear me talking right now, like I'm going to say Walmart. Walmart. Do you see how clear you heard that said? I have audio files and videos online right now that are transferred audio files that show gang stalking flat out being said that clear around me after it was predicted in a location before I arrived there. Now, you can also go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass." Okay? That's a video of 3 teenagers who admitted they were put on a bus route I was already on to engage in specific behaviors that I was already video blogging about months prior. Okay? They were caught on January 28, 2012. If you go to that video and listen to it, then when you look in the description of that YouTube video, you'll see a video that was published on December 6th or 7th, 2011, showing me sitting at a bus stop describing what the 3 teenagers admitted to 2 months later. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth, and I just hope and pray that at least somebody will. Please say a prayer for me. The only thing I can say is that I'm a victim of this crime on a daily basis, and I'm here to tell you, you would not believe the evidence I got. It's just undisputable. Okay, anyways, I got to go because I'm going to finish filtering through the remaining files. I got to Walmart where I was going, and it was caught on audio file over 20 times. And I'm going to transfer those audio files over as soon as I shut my mouth and stop this recording. Okay, thank you.